Well, Luke, the day has finally arrived, your TCR UK debut here at Oulton Park. The first question I've got to ask you is, how are you feeling? You excited?
Excited, apprehensive, excited. Yeah, I've not driven the car very much, so it's getting used to it. We did a whole test over winter in the i30, then changed to the Elantra, so it's a whole new ball game, which is fun.
Well, I know you've been buzzing about this. I chatted to you back at the media day. You were raring to go. You've been doing a bit of racing recently. Tell the viewers at home a little bit about your sort of racing background so far.
Oh, it's not long. It's 2 Civic Cup races at Snetterton. Did a couple of the hot hatch races and racing a Porsche Boxster.
Okay.
Which was everything's at Snetterton so far. I know that quite well now. Everywhere else it's a newbie. So.
Well, you've come to a proper track now, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oulton Park, brilliant circuit. We'll chat about that in a moment or two. The car, though, familiar to you viewers at home, I'm sure. If you tuned in at Snetterton at the start of the season, they'll have seen some bloke called Josh Files pedalling this thing around. It's a quick car. He proved how well it goes. Does that add some extra pressure onto you now?
Yeah, everyone's going to be going to keep up with him. I'm like, no, he's driven this car last year in Europe, so he knows the car inside out. And I've got the setup that he uses, and it's getting used to how he drives the car and trying to. Yeah, it's a big car. It's a very big car, and so you got to rotate the car to make it fast, and it's having confidence to rotate it and be fast. So we're getting there. The times are getting better, but it's not something you can jump in and be quick straight away with, which is what I want to do, but it's just not happening at the moment.
Josh has got a few years' experience on you, though, I think it's fair to say.
Yeah.
So let's take a look around the car then, shall we? Because it's a rare chance here on the test day we're filming this to get into the garages and really get up and close and personal with the cars. Luke, the Elantra, as you mentioned, much bigger car than most of the other cars on the grid. What sort of a difference does that make for driving style and for setting the thing up as well?
Braking in the i30, it squirrels around on the braking, where this gets longer, it brakes a lot easier. So you can go into the brakes and it stays straight. Where the i30 tries to rotate, which is good for those guys, but for me it's easier in this. Why I've kept this car and swapped from the i30 because my driving style suits this, but it's just getting used to making it fast. This has got to be edgy to be fast.
Okay. That's interesting. So, and that's because it's that little bit longer.
Yeah, you've got to rotate it to get it in and round. So that's once you quick and you've got used to it, it's fast. But we're getting set up changed through the day.
Now, for someone who spends a lot of time at motor racing tracks, as I'm lucky enough to do, I rarely get to look inside these things. So I wonder if, Luke, we can just get the camera in here as well. Talk us through a little bit about what's going on in here, because I'm sure to the casual viewers at home, there's a seat, there's a wheel, there's some pedals. It looks rather similar to their road car at home. It's a bit more complex than that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of the buttons don't work. ABS we haven't got, drink we haven't got, radio we haven't got. We've got full course yellow, pit limiter, indicators, which I use a lot, and that's about it. There's a few bits of the steering sensitivity on the top right. You turn it and it changes how heavy the steering is. I'd leave it as I was told. I don't touch it. But yeah, it's a nice wheel to use. It's getting used to the wheel, which is the round wheel. You can sort of do that. Where with this, it's a little bit different. But I'm used to it now, which is nice.
You sit a long way back as well, don't you? Is that weight distribution?
I sit where Josh sits. Wherever he has the seat, I have the seat. We're the same height, so.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
That's
he gave me a rollicking for having the seat too far back and being too far away. So I'll just put it where he has it, and I am quicker with it that way. So.
Right. Okay.
So I'll just go with what the professional says.
That works then. Well, let's take another wander around the back of the car, shall we? Because as we've been saying, much longer car, and it's really at the back here where you start to notice that difference. Much bigger platform at the back. I want to talk to you a little bit though about aerodynamics, because we don't often think about this with TCR cars. They look more or less like a standard saloon car or hatchback on the road. They do have this rather large rear wing, and it's not just there for decoration, is it?
No, we were playing with it last week, putting it up and down and stuff, and it makes it a lot different under fast corners to help it rotate a little bit more. I just try and get in this car and drive it, and once we get to a point where we're getting no faster, we'll go and change it and make it faster again, and just that's how we're trying to evolve me getting faster in this car.
Last thing to chat about then, I guess, quite an important part of racing around a track is these things, wet tyres. We're not going to be needing them this weekend, I'm hoping. But round the front, we have got the slick tyres. These are going to be a talking point, I think, this weekend, aren't they? It's very hot. We're expecting the same again tomorrow. Is there anything you can do as a driver to try and protect these so that they can look after you later in the day?
Ask me that on Sunday. I've not got much experience on slicks. Luckily, it's going to be warm, so they're going to be warm already. So for me, it's easy to get heat into them and get going easier and quicker. where I've used it over winter in cold weather and I was off all over the place. So thankfully my first race in this car, it is warm, so they'll get warmer quicker and we can hopefully make some positions up and do quite well.
Fantastic. Luke, thank you so much for taking some time out of your day to show us around the car. Area Motorsport hoping for a better day, I think, here at Oulton Park than they had at Croft last time out. We'll see how they get on a bit later in the show. We're back here at Oulton Park after this short break.